welcome back to Headlines Now. Well, it's a big day of golden victory for sports in India at the Mohali Test today between the Australians and India in a miracle win for the nation. BVS Lakshman denied Australia a win yet again. India beat Australia from a tough position to win the first test at Mohali. Lakshman and Ishant Sharma started their partnership when India needed 92 more to win and had lost Harbhajan Singh and MS Dhoni in quick succession. But the injured soldier in the Indian contingent still managed to take India to that win with the help of some brilliant batting from tail-ender Ishant Sharma.
Unbelievable scenes in Mohali. VVS Lakshman is the hero for India. The team will run out onto the park. Ricky Ponting will have to wait for his first ever test win in India.
In that, one of the most memorable finishes truly in recent history, Pragyan Ojha picked up 2 leg byes off Mitchell Johnson to seal that result, which until that delivery could also have been a tie or an Australian win.
1-0 lead in the Airtel Test Series.
It's one of the best, one of the most exciting test matches I've played in. I've played nearly 150 now, I guess, and that's right up there at the top of the list with the most exciting I've played. So full credit to India for gutsing it out and fighting out the win the way they did today. They outplayed us. We weren't quite good enough to get across the line, but you know, that's the game. We gave it a really good shake, and we came up just a little bit short.
And here's what a couple of fans in Chennai had to say about that ecstatic win.
For the second. It's India that have won the test match.
It's a thrilling match actually. It was like I thought it will lose. India will lose the match. So, but really they won the match at the last minute. So it was a really enjoyable match actually.
I expected because it's a fabulous match. Definitely I like it. I enjoyed the way Sachin and Lakshman played. So I thought India will win mostly. But India will mostly they will win it. But still we had our own doubts, but finally it's a fabulous match. That's all I can say.
We were 90 runs behind, and we were only the tailenders left, like Ishant and Pragyan Ojha were the only 2 tailenders. But still Lakshman and Ishant played, especially Ishant played a fabulous innings actually. And as usual, Lakshman played a pretty good knack actually. It was such a good win actually. So yeah, we can say it's one of the best innings India ever played.
Every time when he comes into batting, he comes at a very crucial time, and of course he proves himself every time.
VVS Lakshman is an awesome player in the test cricket. I know, as far as I remember the Kolkata test match which happened in 2001, he has proved time and again that he can take the match from the losing situation to the winning situation. So there is no doubt about VVS Lakshman, and today's knocking 73 has brought India that win, and we are very happy about VVS Lakshman, and he will carry this test match to a great level.
And joining us this evening is Natasha Doraiswamy, our sports reporter live. Natasha, first off, is this victory really a big loss for a tall player like Ricky Ponting, who has been closely watched by experts ahead of this series?
Definitely, Evelyn, really at this point we have to look at Ricky Ponting and how much he's achieved already in the past. But something that has definitely been a barrier for him, especially now that he's captaining the Australian test side really, is the fact that they've never been able to win a test match against India on obviously Indian soil. So this is definitely something that he has never been able to achieve at this point. But no doubt he's a great captain, a great cricketer, somebody that has definitely been looked up to by many youngsters in the cricketing field. But at this point he would, even at the presentation ceremony, he came out to say that it was absolutely fantastic by the Indian side. Great performance, especially by VVS Lakshman, the star, really a great tormentor of the Australian side, who's always time and time again come out and given them a tough ordeal really to face at this point. Also, we have to say that this wasn't necessarily only VVS Lakshman, it was the whole team put together, but at this point really it is Ricky Ponting who was worried right from day one, and he was more worried about Sachin Tendulkar coming out on the field, and he had completely forgotten about VVS Lakshman, somebody who was feared by the Australian side for many years really, and so it wasn't Sachin Tendulkar who tormented them in the very end, it was VVS Lakshman, somebody who they had forgotten about really.
Right, great team effort there by the Indian team. But also, before we end this discussion, was it also a hard thing to digest for Ricky Ponting or maybe some of the Australian players?
It must have been very hard to digest, especially since Ishant Sharma also came out and added the finishing touches as he came and joined VVS Lakshman really in that great partnership of 81. You know, he added 31 runs to the scoreboard in that innings. So, I mean, there's a lot of, you know, the qualities that really go into this entire team effort really. VVS Lakshman, of course, you know, he's proved time and time again as what kind of a quality player he is. Sometimes he surprises us, you know, with his performances like this test series. It really means a lot to the Indian side that we've won this test against Australia, especially since it is known as the big battle in the cricket world.
Absolutely.
Evelyn?
And quite literally too as well, for a tough thing to digest. I believe some of them went away with an abdomen problem, but nevertheless a great win for Team India. Thanks very much, Natasha, for joining us live with that update. Now, it may be just day 2 of the Commonwealth Games, but India certainly seems to be in good form. No target seems to be too high or too heavy for the Indians. We bring you the lowdown of all the action from Delhi right here on Ndtv-Hindu. Well, it almost looks like the Indian Puttars have claimed their position in the sport of wrestling. The latest in the gold rush for the Indian contingent was the 5th gold that came in from Anil Kumar, who beat his Australian compatriot to 3-0 in the 96 kilogram Greco-Roman category. Anil was by far the best wrestler on display and kept his calm to beat his Australian rival 6-0 in the aggressive final bout. Sanjay Kumar brought home the 4th gold medal, beating the South African Richard Adinal in the Greco-Roman 74 kilogram men's wrestling event. Earlier on, it was another grappler, Ravinder Kumar, who bagged a gold medal in the same category, but for 60 kilogram event, after he beat Terence Christopher Boston of England 2-0, 5-0, setting the tally on the 3rd gold for the Indians. Now, earlier on in the day, the star attraction of the games was Olympic champion Abhinav Bindra and double world record holder Gagan Narang, who won India its first gold of the tournament in the 10 meters air rifle pairs event. The two led from the beginning of the competition itself and won with a score of 595 and 598 in the event. Bindra and Narang broke their own record set at Melbourne 4 years ago. And the second shooting gold of the day came courtesy Rahi Sharnabath in the pairs event of the 25 meters sports pistol event. Rahi and Anisa Saeed shot an aggregate of 1,156 points, which is also, by the way, a Commonwealth Games record. Well, still ahead on the bulletin, the Badshah may be giving his fighting skills a rest. And why not when the junior Khans can make that golden punch for him?